Hello, welcome to this edition of Market Watch, brought to you by EnergyBin, the leading B2B exchange for solar equipment resale. I'm Melissa Schmidt, the Marketing Communication Manager at EnergyBin, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Rob Van Dimmeltrot, who is an expert at connecting wholesale buyers and sellers of solar hardware. Thanks for being here, Rob.
Well, thanks for having me, Melissa. Happy holidays to everybody, and welcome to our presentation today.
Today, we're discussing year-end PV hardware deals within the secondary market and specifically activity we're observing on the EnergyBin exchange. Demand for solar is booming, and we're beginning to see an ease from heightened costs due to inflation. Across the global solar industry, polysilicon and wafer costs are on a downward trend, and freight costs are now approaching pre-pandemic levels. Let's hope it stays that way in 2023. Supply is ramping up as well. Supply chain bottlenecks continue to be resolved over time, and factories are increasing capacity to address growing demand. This is all good news for industry players and customers. A competitive marketplace leads to competitive prices, as well as a robust secondary market where resellers list quality hardware at attractive prices. Rob, every year we see sellers on the EnergyBin exchange listing discount deals in Q4. What's driving this trend?
Wow, that's an excellent question, and it's we see a trend of that happening each and every year. And I think there's a variety of reasons, actually, Melissa, and it all depends on their business model to a certain degree. So we see organizations, and it could be a distributor, or it could be an installer. They're looking to clear off their shelves. If it's their excess, or maybe a distributor is gearing up for next year's equipment, so they want to move what's in their warehouse now. They don't want to carry that over into 2023, and of course, put it on the books for this year. Now we also have people looking to ramp up for obviously next year, like I said, and so they're gearing up for all this new equipment, and they have this excess out there, and because of all these supply chain delays that this whole industry is experiencing, and not even just this industry, that these things are starting to be released, like you mentioned, and now all this new gear is coming into play. So you're seeing more liquidations and some more opportunities. On top of that, for the business models or for the organizations that are looking to potentially repower, meaning they want to upgrade that array, and it could be from a developer standpoint, a commercial standpoint, or residential. It's a great time right now that they're getting in gear, because they want to get ready for 2023 as well. So we're seeing it across the board, and we actually see it every fourth quarter. I mean, do you want me to show you give you some examples here, Melissa?
In a bit. It sounds to me, what I'm hearing from you, Rob, is that the urgency to unload this solar equipment is leading to deals that you may not be able to obtain at other times of the year. Do these deals tend to spill over into Q1 of the next year?
They may. It all depends on what's still left. But we've just experienced, obviously, Black Friday from a retail perspective, or Cyber Monday, and you're seeing the same thing that's happening across the board. That organizations are really looking to discount so they can move this gear and get it out of their warehouse and make room for either the new stuff, or maybe they just don't want to. Maybe they just want to mitigate the loss or potential loss and move it so they can reapply those monies into next year into new and different equipment.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. Let's get into some of these examples. Show us some specific deals you've seen on the exchange lately.
Wow. Okay. Here, can I share my screen, Melissa?
Sure, go for it.
So what you're actually looking at right now are active broadcasts that are happening right now. These are organizations that are looking to want to buy, or in this case, want to sell. That's what the red WTS stands for. And I can look down this list, and here's a good example. Here's some Tally Sons from US Solar supplier. These are some bifacial panels. Of course, he's asking, keep in mind, he's asking for 48.5 cents, but every price you see on EnergyBin is all negotiable, meaning they might be willing to take a better price, but that's their starting price. Much similar to if you want to sell your car, that's maybe not the price they'll accept, but that's the price they're offering or asking. So to dig in a little deeper to see this in particular, if I actually click here, I can see exactly in this case what Alex Caselli has put out. He has 4 containers of 540 watt. He's asking for 49.5 cents. 5 containers of 450s. And he did say these stateside before the end of the year, ready for immediate delivery. So really, what he's doing is he's got this equipment clearing up, and he needs to move it, and he wants to move it quickly. So that's one good example. But as you can see, there is a variety of opportunities out here and some large quantities that we see that are moving. Now, in this case, it's a want to buy, but as I look further down, I mean, these are some megawatts of worth of equipment that people are looking to move and move quickly. So the opportunities are there for you to plan ahead if you're looking for an opportunity for a good deal, or again to move the equipment that you don't want to carry over into 2023. Does that make sense?
Definitely. I'm curious how quickly these lots sell. Can you give us a few examples of seller success on the exchange?
I can. I mean, there's been a variety of them. I know one particular distributor, a large distributor, most folks know, who had recently discovered some older inverters that there was in their warehouse. They were like 3 or 4 generations old, and they really truly thought that this was going to be something that you're going to have to just recycle or throw away or give away or pay somebody to remove it. Well, this is probably a pretty good success story, and it doesn't happen every time, but he posted it up on EnergyBin, and within 5 minutes, he had 1 or 2 calls, and he sold the whole lot, and he made money on things that he thought were was a lost cause. Another good example is from a recycling or the reuse panel sector, which is a fast growing market, and they're probably the fastest things that move. An organization had some older, I guess 3 or 4-year-old SunPower 327s, and he posted them up on the platform looking for somebody who's looking to buy it, and he got 5 or 6 different bids on it. Yeah, all within a day or two, and it moved extremely quickly. And the challenges we have on our end, Melissa, is we're connection experts. What we do is we try to help you find the partner for what you're looking to source or what you're looking to sell. So sometimes, these are the deals or the transactions we hear that really go well, but a lot of times we don't even get to hear about it because you're connecting with them directly and making that transaction happen between you and them, and not within energy or not through EnergyBin.
Wow, these are all excellent success stories of how solar companies are reselling their excess, both new and used, and clearance inventory as well on the EnergyBin exchange. Rob, what tips do you have for solar companies who may have that excess, both new and used PV hardware to resell?
Whoa. Okay. Another quality question here. I think the key thing is you have to let people know, meaning you can't catch fish unless you throw your line in the water. I don't know of a better analogy, but you have to let the membership know what you're looking to source or what you're looking to buy, and that's by placing the broadcast out there. Now, placing a broadcast out there, we just require you as much information as you can gather. I mean, we want to know the specifics about what type of panel it is, not just the wattage. What's the manufacturer? What's the color? What's the cell type? If you have images of data sheets, all those are questions that we get asked, that they're going to ask. And then what you want to do is try to put it out there, as much information, quality information as you can, so these people can contact you. Now, from a use perspective, I think it's extremely important to not just understand the same things about the details of these products, but is this product still operational? Is it still being monitored? Because these products are going to be tested. Anybody who's going to buy these products are going to ask those questions. So if you have, documentation that it's still operational or that it was functioning at this level, that's going to help you move it even faster. Otherwise, somebody's going to have to come out and test them or have them shipped to test. You just try to do the best when it comes to your homework beforehand, before you just from a use perspective, take them out of the ground and start stacking them up. But if you can do those things, that will help you. Now, once you place that broadcast, either call myself, Thomas, or anyone from my team here. We'll help you, and not only that, but we'll help identify targets that we may think that may be a good fit for you, because that's our role. Again, we're guys sit in the middle, and we understand all our members and who's good at what, and we really try to help you accelerate that. Does that make sense?
Excellent. It sure does. What are some resources for solar companies to determine the resale value of their excess hardware?
Whoa, that's always a hard question. There is no Kelly's Blue Book value when it comes to used panels in particular. I think when it comes to the equipment, in my opinion, it's like anything, it's what someone's willing to pay for it. And we don't know unless you broadcast it. So that would be the key. Now, you have a target. Most people have a target price in their mind, but we encourage you to place that broadcast out there and to see what people come back at you. I can't tell you how many times we get calls from either just people not in the solar industry, or somebody who is in the solar industry. And a good example is I just had one regarding an inverter yesterday. He thought it was worth $10,000. So in his mind, he's thinking he can get $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for this. But in reality, that's not really probably what's going to happen, because even though it was Canadian solar inverter, I'm not sure if someone's going to be willing to pay for that. But so it's really, there is no exact guide. There is some other resources out there. I know you've constructed an awesome, through our resources pages, the PV hardware repowering projects, the buying new and reselling, that article. There's also, what's your other article, Melissa, you put out about and I think you're in the works of putting out the 2022, what do you call it? The price index?
Yes, it's a PV module price index report that is based on site activity, or those crystalline silicon modules that are posted for resale on EnergyBin. This is both new and used modules. Last year's report analyzed over 2 million solar panels that were posted for resale on the EnergyBin exchange. So look for the 2022 report to come out sometime in late January of next year.
Hey guys, really, Melissa's done a fantastic job with this. She's actually collecting all the data from all those broadcasts that you see on EnergyBin, and looking at these price points and documenting them and creating it into not just a data file, but it's really good information. Data is raw, and Melissa's really done a great job at putting this all together to make it so much more useful information, just as a guideline. It's really a guideline of what people are asking. But again, the best thing I can suggest is let's put it out there, and then you don't have to put a price on there if you don't want to. You really want to connect with people to find out what they're willing to pay for it. And obviously, the more bids you get on any project, I would imagine the better price or the better return you're going to get.
And I'll put a plug out there for our resources portal. Many of our articles and webinars are done in collaboration with industry experts, sharing their industry knowledge to help all of you to succeed in buying and selling wholesale solar equipment, both new and used PV hardware. So especially that article Rob mentioned, PV hardware and repowering projects, just published today. And I'll give a shout out to R3 Tech and Meraki Solar, both companies who are EnergyBin members who participated in this article and sharing their knowledge of all of us. So check it out. Rob, how can you and Thomas help solar companies and asset owners with the resale process?
Oh, well, gosh, you're hitting me with a lot of quality questions here. I think the key thing for us from EnergyBin is what we try to do is really try to understand your organization, your business model, and where you fit within that organization and what your needs are, because if we can understand what you're looking to achieve, we can help you be more effective on the platform. I was just actually, my screen's just showing some of the articles that Melissa has put together, and that is all available through the platform as well. But I think that back to what to help you guys is we'll not just give you a demonstration on the platform, we'll help walk you through how to do broadcasts until you feel comfortable. Now, all these resources, all these how-to videos are awesome, but we really encourage you to sit down and let's talk with me, my team, because we really want to get a better idea of how we can help you get to the next level. And I think that's what we pride ourselves on. Again, we're not experts in this solar industry. I couldn't, install an array, but I sure can help you find the right partner if I can know a little bit more information of what you're looking to achieve. And that's so critical because some of these organizations that we work with have multiple divisions, meaning we have the people who are doing projects and buying for new. We have the warehouse managers who have to deal with all the excess in the warehouse. We have the operations and maintenance teams, and understanding not just your business model, but what your role is within that company. It helps us, really show you how to use the platform to get the most out of it. Does that make sense?
Definitely. Thank you so much, Rob. I want to wrap it up now and thank you for sharing your insights to keep us all up to date with secondary market trends.
Yep. Well, thank you for having me. And for everybody out there, thanks for participating. Happy holidays to all you guys. And again, if you have any questions, if you have anything that you're not sure, when it comes to gear or partners, be confident to reach out to us. We're available by phone calls, emails, and we'll do our best to help you find that right partner. Thanks.
Yes, for our viewers, just reach out via EnergyBin.com and you'll be connected directly to Rob and his team to help with those one-on-one buy-sell solar hardware requests. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more tips for buying and selling wholesale solar equipment. From the entire EnergyBin team, we wish you success in your work to advance solar energy. Happy holidays and thank you for all you do, and thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.